Around 4.5 billion years ago, our solar system began to form from a collapsing cloud of interstellar gas and dust. As the dense cloud collapsed, it formed a rotating disk of material we call a solar nebula. The force of gravity pulled material into the center of this disk, increasing the pressure. Eventually, the pressure was so great that hydrogen atoms began to fuse to form helium. This released massive amounts of energy and was the birth of our star, the Sun. The Sun gobbled up over 99% of the matter, and all other bodies in our solar system formed from what little remained. The planets, dwarf planets, moons, asteroids, and comets all began their lives as small clumps of matter that grew in size as they collided with each other. The terrestrial planets, Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars, are rocky and have solid surfaces, while the other planets, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune, are rich in gases and ices because these substances could not form any closer to the Sun. Asteroids, mostly found in the main belt between Mars and Jupiter, are the unused building blocks left over from planetary formation. As such, they have not undergone all the processes that occurred during planetary formation. Instead, they record the conditions and processes that were taking place in the earliest history of the solar system. However, sending a spacecraft to an asteroid is expensive and bringing a sample back even more so. This is why meteorites are important. Over 99% of meteorites are from asteroids, making them a window into the early evolution of planets and other bodies. They are nature's own sample return missions. We can essentially use them to backtrack in time and look at the very beginning of our solar system. Much of what we know about the origin of Earth and the other planets has come from the study of meteorites. So why are we here? Very simply, it is because one man, Oscar E. Monnig, became fascinated with meteorites and the stories they could tell us. Oscar earned a law degree from the University of Texas, where his only exposure to astronomy was signing up for a course that was canceled for lack of enrollment. After graduation, he went to work for the family business, a highly successful dry goods business in Fort Worth that included many popular department stores. His position provided him with both the resources and reach to engage in his passion, the collecting of meteorites. He was one of the founding members of the Society for Research on Meteorites, which is still active today as a meteoritical society. Oscar printed brochures explaining how to find meteorites and purchase them for a standard rate of $1 a pound, a great incentive during the Depression years of the 1930s. As his passion for and knowledge of meteorites grew, Oscar began recovering them himself. In the late 1950s, Oscar became friends with Dr. Arthur Ellman, a TCU professor who had just joined the geology department. Their friendship and Oscar's strong ties to Fort Worth convinced him that TCU should inherit his meteorite collection. Oscar began to transfer his collection to TCU in the late 70s, and when he died in 1999, he left his entire estate to TCU for the collection, preservation, and exhibition of meteorites and their use for both scientific and educational purposes. The Oscar E. Monnig Meteorite Gallery was opened on February 1st, 2003. Today, Oscar's initial donation of 392 different meteorites has grown to over 2,400, of which about 5% are on display here at the gallery. New meteorites are purchased every year. The remaining meteorites are part of the scientific collection. These meteorites can be requested for scientific research and are sent all over the world to further our understanding of solar system formation. Research also takes place here at TCU, focusing on the processes that occur during the formation of differentiated bodies. Differentiated bodies are those with a layered internal structure, just like the Earth with its core, mantle, and crust. TCU also continues to honor Oscar's legacy, as the Monnig Meteorite Gallery is one of the university's largest public outreach programs. In addition to all the groups that visit us here at the gallery, we also travel all over the Metroplex to pass on our love of meteorites, the solar system, and science education, seeing thousands of people of all ages every year. We are so happy you chose to visit us today and hope you enjoy